think the last time I wore this, I talked about circumcision. I remember, it's been a long time. I don't run around in onesies all the time, but it is a blistering cold day here. And it's like 25 degrees out, feels like 18, I guess. Ice on the roads, school's out of session, and my 6 and 8-year-old are running around in their onesies. And so, cool moms dress up in onesies too. So here I am in my cow onesie. Yeah, that was me playing with my udders. I even got a tail. Right, sorry, tail. And it's just kind of one of those days. It's kind of a humorous day. Working from home, guys working from home. And we've just had a lot of laughter this morning, a lot of play, and it made me kind of think about like how important it is. And I was thinking, here I am running around in this cow onesie, cooking breakfast, getting Starbucks delivered to the house, all this kind of stuff, and a cow onesie. I'm getting ready to go do schoolwork with the kids and everything, and yeah, and writing, and why not conscious coffee in a cow onesie, right? So it's funny, it's humorous. It's because we adults need to learn how to laugh at ourselves more, how to bring play into our lives a little bit more, and especially play into our relationships. And this morning, I have a very playful relationship with my guy anyways, and I am a playful person, but I was thinking about, because we were really just wrestling, like we were hardcore wrestling on the bedroom floor, and I was just rolling. I was in stitches and laughter, he's pinning me and I'm pinning him, and we're going back and forth, and it was so fun. It was so enjoyable to just move that energy, to have this exertion of, yes, there was, this primal force that we both were getting into and the play, but still feeling the deep centered love in that. And after we were laying there just laughing and breathing hard because, we had wrestled for probably like 30 minutes on the floor, but I was sharing with him how in past, I never had really that opportunity to really get down there and just wrestle and to just really enjoy. It's been forever. I used to wrestle with my dad as a kid. I used to wrestle in high school with my high school boyfriend and one of my best friends, and then after that, I grew up and I was told by my husband in my early 20s to grow up. Stop being such a kid about things. That's just not good. Because I remember coming home from way back in the day. I worked at Circuit City, sold large appliances for Circuit City, if any of you remember what Circuit City is. And I don't even know if they're still around or not. But I remember coming home from work to our apartment, and I remember just needing to, I would just be just this little kid energy. I needed to almost not jump on the bed, but I would throw myself on the bed. And I would jump on my knees, at him, and I would attack him, and I would just start laughing and, holding him down and tickling him and nibbling and playing, and was told no. Now, granted, we respect people's no's, even when they're our partners, right? Especially when they're our partners, we respect their no. And he was a no, and he did not want to wrestle. He did not want to play. But I can tell you that spending a 20-year marriage like that, where play was not okay, and his thing was, I don't want to hurt you. And then I went to other relationships where they're like, no, I don't want to hurt you. And there's the whole thing of we need to be able to hold back because we're playing in love. We're wrestling in love, much like this morning. We were wrestling in love and understanding of each other, and there was actually turn on that came with it, which is where some of the BDSM stuff comes from, right? Because we need that movement, we need that energy to move. There is a primal sexual energy to play, and relationship desperately needs that movement. So it's humor, being able to laugh at self, being able to laugh at our partner, being able to laugh at life, not taking everything so serious, and then also understanding that the physicality of it is that we need to actually move energy, we need to move our bodies, and in that primal connection, that's how we build deeper intimacy. I can tell you that when we get shut down in the play department, we shut down our lives. We shut down our vulnerability, our trust in our partners. And it is really, really important to allow that frequency there. And this morning was definitely just a beautiful reminder of how vitally important it is in relationships. So here I am in a cow costume. Well, cow onesie. It's not a costume. A cow onesie in 25 degrees weather outside, talking to you guys about the importance of play to build connection, to build intimacy, to build trust in your relationship, in your romantic relationship. There is nothing worse than having a romantic relationship that is just like this. Okay? So we need, that might feel stable to you. That might feel like, oh, that's what I want. I don't want a relationship where it's like, oh, low and then high and then low and then high. And some relationships do great on the lows and highs. We can have lows and highs. But when we just have this and there is no exertion of that energy, there is no tapping into our primal feminine, our primal masculine, and there is no polarity shifting going on. And yeah, wrestling's a great way of getting that out. But you know what? Running, playing sports together, just getting into hearty competition, anything like that, where you can kind of just irk somebody on in a playful, loving way and be able to laugh at self when, you don't win, when you do find yourself pinned on the floor, when you find yourself not winning the race. But what you're getting from it is a deeper connection, to be able to look into your partner's eyes in moments like that, when you can just go, wow, I really got to taste you at a different level right there. I really got to feel you so much deeper in that, because those are pieces of ourselves that we're not always comfortable of really letting out, right? We want to be perceived as mature, responsible adults. We're balanced emotionally. We're, all this stuff. Adults don't do that, right? No, the 6-year-old and the 8-year-old do it, but adults don't do that. Well, adults do that. Healthy adults do that. And it's proven over and over again. And the reason why, and I'm bringing this back to BDSM because this is part of, there's that primal energy there. There's a play in polarity. And in a masculine, feminine relationship, or even in a relationship where there are 2 men or 2 women coming together, there's always a primal masculine and a primal feminine that has to be there. Okay, so you're never going to have 2 masculine energies really connecting. Whether they are, enclosed in a female body and a male body doesn't much matter, because us women can get really caught in our masculine. And when a woman is strong in her masculine and then she has a guy that is strong in his masculine, well, that causes a fight. Okay, so there means that there has to be that polarity shift there. Okay, so we have to have that. And just the same as if there's 2 women coming together, one woman is going to have to exert more masculine energy than the other one. My cow hat is falling off. We'll just take it off. We'll just put the cow like that. There you go. Yeah, 80. All right, sidetracked by the cow. If 2 women come together, then, that has to happen as well. But for the traditional heterosexual relationship out there, man and woman coming together, the polarity has to be there. And a great way to balance that out, to allow each to really tap into their core, into that energy, so that they can connect, so that the turn on is greater, is to play however that might come about. Okay, so not everybody's going to be more physical about it. But I can tell you, the reason why BDSM has become even more popular, why you see things like, the whole 50 Shades of Grey, right? What made 50 Shades of Grey so damn popular? What made so many women get turned on by reading those poorly written books? I must say, that's my personal opinion. I couldn't get through even the first 2 chapters, but that's another story. But what made it so popular in the movies? It's because there was a dominance, a polarity that bounced back and forth. There was a beautiful dance in energy. And over and over again, what science has proven in psychology is that people who allow themselves to tap into those primal energies are actually healthier emotionally and mentally. Okay? They understand boundaries better. They understand depth better. They are able to get into vulnerability more, into intimacy more. They're going to be able to really tap in at different levels, and not only with themselves, but with their partner. But it comes down to really knowing, and I'm going to just come back to, here we are, we're wrestling on the floor this morning, right? Well, we both had to be consciously aware of self and of other in that moment. Otherwise, we could have gotten hurt, or we could have hurt each other. Okay, so there's a consciousness that takes place. Well, that's going to take place in no matter what. And when we are exhibiting that primal energy, we have to be able to come back to self and be consciously aware of our partner at the same time. And what happens in regular, average, and ordinary relationship, where it's just like this, or it's like this, spiking in energy, spiking in the lows and in the high frequencies, and you're just like, I don't know what I'm going to get with this person. Well, when we don't know what we're going to get with that person, that means that we're not being present in the relationship either. They're not being present, we're not being present, because we're caught in this space where we're just sitting on the brink and we're uncertain. So we're constantly on guard. And when we're constantly on guard, we're hyperactive to everything, which means that we're not really able to tap into our core, into our heart, into our feeling, where if we can get into that primal space of the heart center, of really truly connecting and tapping into it, laughing about it, moving the energy, guess what happens? We're connected to our bodies, to these things, right? We're connected. And when we get more connected to our physical, then we're more connected to our emotional, we're more connected to our mental, and we can be more connected to our spiritual. But we don't get to just be connected to the physical. We have to be connected to all of it. And that means to breathe in, to feel ourselves, to express ourselves, to move with our partner. That's why it is a dance of energy between the masculine and the feminine. And that polarity dance is vitally important. And laughing, tons and tons of laughing. On that note, humor, laughter, play, polarities, the importance of, well, that leads me to the topic of the moment of what is coming up on February 26th, I believe it is. I just launched it yesterday. You would think that I would know the date better, but I don't. I think it's February 26th for all the ladies out there. Single ladies, that is. I mean, unless you're a married lady or a coupled lady who's wanting to be a single lady, to be a coupled lady, whatever floats your boat, ladies. All the ladies who's looking for a conscious man, all the ladies who are looking for that guy that makes them weak in the knees, opens their heart, is emotionally sound and intelligent, is consciously aware, spiritually sound, has some humor, makes you laugh, where you feel safe. That man that you can call home. Well, if you're looking for that guy to call home, and you haven't found him, and you're just like, why do I keep finding these narcissistic guys? Why do I keep finding these guys who are like sleeping in their mom's basements and stuff, or what have you? Just making fun of some of those relationships out there. We've all been in them. We've all experienced them, right? And they're no fun, because they don't fulfill us, because they keep us on edge, and because they steal our life from us in a lot of different ways. But they also teach us valuable lessons as to what we want, as to what we are allowing in our lives, and what we want to call into our lives. So on February 26th, I am teaching Manifest Your Man, where I'm going to teach you the 10 secrets to calling in that conscious lover, to calling in the man that really is more of the elite, that superior man. If we were talking David Dida, he would say the way of the superior man. Well, this is the superior man, right? The superior man is not necessarily the most intelligent, not necessarily the most fit, not necessarily the best looking, or has the most money in the bank. None of those things make a superior man. A superior man is about his presence, about his consciousness, and about his heart center. A man that is solid in who he is, knows his purpose, and knows his value in life. Well, that's that conscious man. And if you are a woman who's looking for, how do I get one of those? Well, February 26th, check that out. You will see that come up in the comment section. I got a bunch of comments popping up here. Come up in the comment section for a link, and make sure that you grab your ticket today. Okay, what do we have here? Brad, love that kind of fun and play. Ray, where is your office, my bear? Number one, I'm not a bear, and not getting out my office. Sorry, Ray. I thought we had this conversation the other day. Okay, yeah, there I am, rhyming, making light. So, fun, play, humor, and real conversations in the comment sections, gentlemen. Thank you. Okay? All right. I will catch you tomorrow with another conscious coffee, and who knows, another topic about relationship. I love you guys. Remember, you are worthy of a dynamic relationship. Remember that you are worthy of a fuck yes life. And ladies, you're worthy of a conscious man. So make sure that you manifest your man on February 26th. And I will see you tomorrow. As always, stop existing, start living. I love you guys, and catch you tomorrow. You know that moment when Facebook says you're not done with your talk? Yeah. Hold on. I really will push the finish button. Really, seriously. All right. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just supposed to stay on here for all of eternity and talk to you guys. That could be interesting. That would be a girlfriend experience. I'm going to take you to the kitchen. I'm going to take you through homework with my kids, doing laundry, vacuuming, and lots of things that other people might want to see, but they're not going to. I'm going to say goodbye. All right. Yay. Bye, everybody.